You all asked, so now I'm gonna answer. It's Q&A time. I know this took me forever to make the follow-up video answering the questions, but I've been busy. We're here now. Let's get to it. I think the question people asked me the most, which kind of surprised me, is what is my favorite ice cream flavor? I did not expect that to be such a popular question, but the answer is cookie dough. The second most popular question that got asked is you guys are very nosy about my love life. Everybody's like, are you single? Are you married? Do you have a boyfriend? I am single, no boyfriend, no husband. Yeah, not much going on in the love life department. You guys also asked if I want to get married, if I want to have kids, yada yada yada. I would love to get married one day. No to the children. I do not want children. I had a hysterectomy, so I can't have children, so children are definitely not happening. Speaking of children though, people did ask what I would name my children if I had any, and I know I'm not having any, but if there was some alternate universe where I did have children, I would name my girl Ella. I've always loved the name Ella, both because of Ella Enchanted was my favorite book, and Elle from Legally Blonde. I've always loved Elle and Ella, but I like Ella a little more. I also like the name Naomi and Roxy. For a boy, I like the name Jason, but I've always secretly hoped I would marry a Jason, so if I didn't marry a Jason, I guess I'd name a boy Jason. I like a lot of J names, like Joshua. I've also always liked the name Joshua. So yeah, if I had kids, which I'm not going to, but if I did, those would be their names. If you had to dye your hair green or purple, what would you choose? Well, seeing as how I've already done green, I'd go with purple. Although I did have like a small like fuchsia moment underneath, but I've actually wanted to go purple. I feel like it would look really good with my skin tone and everything. How many cats do I have? Okay, a lot of people ask this as well. So I have two. I have Sophie and Nyla, but I have a lot of neighborhood cats that hang around. They aren't mine, and they all like hang out in my backyard. So that's why you see them all in my videos so much. And with those cats, there is Piggy, Mama Kitty, and Chatterbox. And there's also a great kitty. I haven't named him yet. There's been others, but I haven't seen them in a while. And then Sad Boy, who I helped fix his broken leg. He's still with me. I have been really lazy about trying to find him a home. I do want to find him a home. I know it's kitten season right now, and like rescues are overwhelmed. So I've just been like, let me wait a little bit, and then maybe they can help me. What is my favorite flavor of cake? Chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. I do like marble as well though, but chocolate. If your hair could be any color except for the color that you have right now, what would it be? I've always wanted to do like pink hair. It's my favorite color and I've never done it. I've been thinking about changing my hair to a pink, but who knows when that'll happen. What made you interested in acting and content creating? So I have always made videos, even before social media was a thing. I used to steal our giant video camcorder that we had back in the 90s, and I would like make skits and all that, except it was a lot more amateur back then. The camera was so heavy and my hand hurts from holding it, so you only see like this part of my face. But yeah, I've always made videos. I've always been creative. I've always written stories, so it's always been there. When YouTube became a thing, I wanted to do YouTube, but I was too nervous and like too self-conscious, so I didn't do it. So I finally, like 8 years ago, that's when I finally did it. Okay, what's the worst you've ever messed up somebody's hair? I was in beauty school. There was this one girl who really wanted to be blonde, like more than anything. Basically, I melted one section of her hair off back here, just one section. She was not mad. She was one of those, I'd rather it break off and be blonde than not be blonde, so it was fine. But to this day, I don't understand what happened, because it was the very last section that I applied bleach to, and usually it's the first sections that you apply bleach to because that's where the bleach has been sitting the longest. So it was like a little section like this broke off like right here, but that's the only spot the hair broke off, and like I said, she was not mad. But I mean, yeah, I was in beauty school, so it was a learning experience. What is your favorite national park, and when is the last time you visited? I think I've only been to one national park. Let me look up the national parks real quick. I've been to the Grand Canyon. I've been to Redwoods and Crater Lake. Okay, I think those are the only ones I've been to. I'm gonna say Grand Canyon. Crater Lake I've been to a handful of times. It's always creeped me out. The water is just so still and so blue and so deep. It creeps me out. Did you ever travel outside of the US? If so, what countries? Yeah, so I have been to the Bahamas, Germany, Portugal, London, and Italy, but I'd like to go to more. If you had to stop being an influencer, would you go back to being a hairdresser, or would you get a whole new career? I'd get a new career. I'm tired of the hair industry. I could make an entire video about all the things that bothered me, oops, in the hair industry. Ugh, no, I don't want to go back. Do I sleep in socks? I do not. If I don't have shoes on, I'm not wearing socks. I like to be barefoot. Which way do you put your toilet paper on the roll? The correct way. I do it over, so it's just right there. Every time I go to somebody's house and I see they do it under, I judge them. I'm like, oh, I thought we were friends. Guess I have to question this friendship now. If you were a piece of bread, what kind of bread would you be? I think I would be a garlic breadstick. Or French bread. Ooh, maybe like a French bread roll? Ooh. Yeah, I think I'd be the French bread roll. Honestly, I love French bread. What's your favorite Netflix show or TV show? Bridgerton. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles. Red apple or Granny Smith apple? Granny Smith. Do you shop at Ulta or Sephora? This is another question I got a lot. I like the lighting in Ulta better because you can actually see. Sephora has some of the wackest lighting on this planet, which is crazy for a makeup store, but whatever. But whenever I need something, I always go, oh, I need to go to Sephora. But I usually go to an Ulta because an Ulta is closer to me, but I prefer to online shop, honestly. What deodorant do you use? Secret Clinical Strength, because I'm a sweaty beast and it's the only thing that works for me. And Secret, if you're watching, please sponsor me because I've been using that deodorant ever since you first came out with it and I have stuck by your side. But seriously, I can't use any other deodorants. Like I'll put them on, I'm like, what is this? What did you hate about high school and what did you love about it? I hated almost everything. High school was not a good time for me. I guess what I'd love about it is seeing my friends every day, but I hated high school. I hated it quite a bit. In beauty school, did other people kill each other because they couldn't find the conditioner? Pretty much. Actually, I have a funny story about that. So in beauty school, there was one product that was like the holy grail that like everybody loved. I actually didn't like the product that much, but everybody else did. It was the It's a 10 leave-in spray conditioner. It was something that like people always fought over. Like, do you have it? Do you have it? Are you done with it? Are you done with it? And we always only had like one bottle and it always ran out really quickly. But on this day, we had a brand new bottle. It had just gotten in and I went to grab it and I dropped it and the nozzle broke and everybody looked at me as if I had just committed the like biggest crime of the century. Like it went silent and they were all like, did you really just drop the It's a 10 leave-in conditioner? And I was like, sorry guys. I think they were able to fix it, but they definitely, I thought they were gonna take me out back and after that. Who is my favorite singer? Bruno Mars. That's my man. And I'm gonna stick beside him. What's your favorite color to wear? Which one do you feel makes your eyes pop the most? So my favorite color to wear is red or like a dark navy blue, but I feel like purple makes my eyes pop the most. Not necessarily this shade, more like a darker shade. And I feel like I should wear purple more, but I just don't own that much. And I always kind of, purple, I like purple. It's just a color I always forget about. And I would like to own more purple because every time I do wear like a deeper purple color, it looks so good. So I need to buy more purple. Do you look the same as when you were a child? You tell me. Do I? I don't know. Does anyone help you film, style, or edit your videos? No, I am a one-woman show. The only time I really get help is if it's something that I just physically cannot do myself. So sometimes if I want it to be something where the camera is not stationary, like somebody's following me, I have somebody else record that because I always use a tripod. That's what this is on. Or sometimes when I throw things at myself, most of the time I can just throw it at myself, but sometimes it's an object that's just like too hard or whatever. So I'll have my mom throw stuff at me and she always laughs that she gets to throw things at her daughter. But everything else is me. I edit it, I write the scripts, I star in the videos. Every now and then a friend or somebody else might appear, but it's mostly me. Were you a theater kid in high school? No, shockingly. I was like so self-conscious when I was a teenager. There were so many things I wanted to do and I didn't do them because I thought I didn't like fit the mold. And theater kid was one of them. I was like, I don't know, like, especially since like the theater kids, at least in my school, acted like they were Oscar-winning performers. They'd always be like, yeah, you know, I've been acting since I was like 5. I've been in so many productions. So I was like too nervous to go up against them. I probably would have liked it, but no, I was never a theater kid. So I do this now instead. Okay, so I've also been getting a lot of comments about if I'll make like a continuation of Claire or if I'll make other longer series like Claire. The answer is yes. I have something planned that's connected to the Claire family drama. I've already written out the storyline. I just need to write out the script. The thing is, the series like Claire, they take a long time for me to make. break, as you guys saw, from me doing Claire for 2 years. I'm trying to finish the scripts before I start posting videos so you guys don't have to wait 2 years. So I'm always working on those bigger stuff behind the scenes. They just take a really long time because they have such crazy storylines. But yes, I am working on longer series. They just take a long time to write the script for. Would you rather be a flying potato or a unicorn that poops flying potatoes? So when I first saw this question, my first thought was unicorn because I love unicorns. But then I thought about it and I was like, if I was a unicorn that pooped out flying potatoes, everybody would be asking me all the time to poop out flying potatoes. They'd be like, oh, guess what she can do? Show him, show him. And I don't want to be like just bloop for everybody's entertainment. So I think I'd be the potato. What is your favorite video game or board game? My favorite video game is Grand Theft Auto. I am so excited for the next one to come out. Hurry up, Rockstar. I want it now, especially since it's gonna be in Florida. And my favorite board game is Clue, and I always was Miss Scarlet. Call dibs on Miss Scarlet every time. What is the hardest character to act out? I guess I'd say the hardest is Robin Schmidt because I gave her like a very specific voice and I forget how to do it. So every time I would record Robin, I'd have to go back and rewatch a previous video to get the voice down because it's kind of up here. No, that's not. Claire, what are you doing? I don't know. It's a different voice and she just has this like air about her. So it's just remembering to speak in her voice that I gave her is the hardest part, but it's not really that hard. It just takes me a couple seconds to get it. What is the worst smell in a hair salon? A perm, and that's not even debatable. Perms are awful. If you got to choose, what would your ideal way to die be? Okay, I want to die in my sleep, but I want it to be like the day before I have to go to something I really don't want to go to, but like somebody else is pressuring me into it and they're like, oh, it'll be fine, you'll love it, it'll be great. They come to pick me up the next day and I'm just dead. I can be like, ha, told you I didn't want to go. Why was I named Sarah? My mom has always liked the name Sarah, and my mom also likes biblical names. So there we go. What is my go-to movie snack? I'm as basic can be. Popcorn and a Slurpee. Do your neighbors ever talk to you about seeing you film outside? And if so, what do they say? They act like I don't exist. They don't even look. There's only one like old lady who will just stare. She'll be walking the dog and she's just like, but she never says anything. Everybody else acts like I'm not there. They act like they don't see me. What's your favorite movie / TV show? I don't know what my favorite movie is. I know I answered that my favorite Netflix show is Bridgerton, but my favorite TV show of all time is Desperate Housewives. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's superior to any other show on this planet. It's funny, it has like mystery, it has murder, it's sad, like it has every emotion you could think of. I love that show. Oh my god. I've rewatched all 8 seasons, I think 8 or 10 times at this point. I need to rewatch them again because it's been a while. It's my comfort show. Like, such a good show. Oh my god. Okay, and those are all the questions. Well, those aren't all the questions, but all the ones I'm answering because there were a lot of questions. This is the most amount of questions I've ever gotten for a Q&A, so I just had to pick whichever ones I saw duplicates of or just what I kind of wanted to answer, but there you are. So obviously I'll do another Q&A sometime in the future, so if I didn't answer what you want to be answered now, or you can ask them again when I do the next Q&A or leave them in the comments, maybe I'll answer them, we'll see. But yeah, that's